Hi, welcome to the Because He Remembers Me podcast. This is entry number 21. I always get my numbers mixed up, so I'm going to try to be better about that. If you noticed that my last episode was numbered incorrectly. So I wondered if you have ever had the experience or remember being told to sit still. I have very early memories of my mom saying that to me. In fact, she still says it to me. So I don't know if I'm just a really busy, motivated person. I don't know if motivated is the right word. Busy, occupied, distracted person, or if this is an experience that maybe you have as well. But I also tell my kids, sit still, be still, stop moving a lot. Well, in the last week, I had a day where I just didn't feel like moving. I don't necessarily have an explanation for it. Maybe I was tired. I just didn't want to do it that day. But what ended up happening was a surprise. And I learned that it can be a principle for hearing Heavenly Father or for feeling His love to be still. I took extra time reading scriptures that day. I took extra time enjoying nature that day. I took extra time just observing my children that day. Don't know why, but it was a refreshing experience enough that I wanted to continue that practice. I haven't been perfect about it, but I continue to think about this concept of being still. So I looked it up in the scriptures, and there's some really great verses that I would like to share with you. Maybe we'll start in Old Testament. One of these is in Job 37. So it says, stand still and consider the wondrous works of God. In Psalms 46, it says, be still and know that I am God. And countless times throughout the scriptures, I didn't mark one because there's so many, but it talks about the voice of God being a still, small voice. Here is another one. His hand is outstretched still. That's in 2 Nephi. Or in Doctrine and Covenants 85, the still small voice whispereth through and pierceth all things. Those are a few different uses for the word still, but I loved each of them, and I think they all apply to this idea, or even you could say a commandment, to be still. So I wrote down a few different definitions of this concept, some used as an adjective or a verb. So I'll just read those to you now. So as an adjective, quiet, calm, not agitated. It could be used in continuation. His hand is outstretched still. Or nevertheless, notwithstanding is another version thought of that. Or steady and unmoving. As a verb, it can mean to appease or to calm. I think just about any of those definitions you can pick as an understanding of that verse, to be still and know that God is there. To try and be calm, to try and listen, to try and appease, to be with God in continuation. Nevertheless, or notwithstanding your life situation, to be steady and in moving in our relationship with Jesus Christ. I felt something happen within me when I took a moment to look outside my window and observe the budding leaves on my trees. When I looked deeply into the face of my children. This is a principle that I would like to continue to perpetuate in my life because I know I'm not perfect at it. when life gets so crazy and so busy, maybe this is the most important one for me to listen to as I try to hear God. Maybe not the most important, but it's up there. It's certainly one of the hardest ones, at least for me. I felt God's hand in my life as I was still. I created room for Him, a space for Him, a silence for Him, so that I could let His voice in. I hope you felt the hand of God in your life today. I know that as you seek Him, you will find Him. He promised, as you seek me, diligently seek me, you shall find me. I know that's true. It has been true for me, and it can be true for you. I hope you seek Him. So until next time, happy seeking.